morning. It is Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. A great morning. Another day to be alive. Another day to do something spectacular. Good morning, Stacy. How are you, my sweet? How are you feeling today? It is a wonderful morning, Gavi. How are you, my darling nephew? How are you feeling today? It's a wonderful morning. Thank you for joining. It's such a pleasure to have you guys here today. Hello, Ryan. Nice seeing you today. How are you feeling this morning? It's been a wonderful morning so far, hasn't it? The world is spinning on its axle and we are alive. We are here to greet each other. So thanks, Stacey. I'll pin that. So we're here to greet each other. And it's 8 o'clock. All the chatter has to stop. Let's get the show on the road. Good morning. Welcome to the morning blessing. And how are you feeling today? It's important to experience how you're feeling every day. It's your feeling that propels you to do better than you did yesterday. When you feel good, you do good. So always look for the feeling that brings you here. So the morning blessings today is we are part of the miracle. So Tessa-Marie, where's your mind going today? It's not going anywhere. It's right here with you. Yes, you are part of the miracle. The miracle, we are part of the miracle called life. Yes, we are. That miracle does not only concern us humans. Life, I said. We are part of the miracle that's called life. And it's only humans that's alive. It's not only animals and humans that's alive. Good morning, everybody. As you're joining in, I just have to see. Feeling great. Hope you're wonderful as usual. I am wonderful. Good morning, Lisa. How are you feeling this morning? It's the feeling that matters, guys. Look for the good feeling. We are part of the miracle called life. That miracle does not only concern us human. It brings other people with us too. There are others that becomes part of that miracle. Not only human. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Nancy. Nancy, I thought of you this morning. I don't know what I was thinking of, but there you popped in. The miracle is for every living creature and plants, vegetation that lives. Everything that's alive. Good morning, Kathleen. What a lovely note from you this morning. It was a pleasure to read this. You look fabulous. The miracle is for every living creature and plants and vegetation. I want to put everything in it that lives. We are part of that awesome miracle. And there are times in our life we doubt whether we're part of the miracle. But we become part of the miracle when we realize others are also part of the miracle. And that includes the ant. We can take an example from the ant. That ant does not have a leader, but it goes about doing its thing. It finds its purpose. It knows why it's here. It pushes through. It gathers its foods in the summer so it can live through the winter and show up again. Annoying, ant, isn't it? But it is part of the miracle called life. It's so tiny, yet it's so industrious. They build anthills where it's impossible. They're like the seed from that oak leaf lettuce that I had last summer. And if you haven't had oak leaf lettuce, go look for a plant and put it in a pot on your porch. It is the most tasting lettuce you'll ever find. Good morning, Yuko. The seed dropped within the cracks of the brick on the vegetable garden. And he decided, that's where I am. That's where I'm going to be me. That's where I'm stuck. That's where I'm going to stay there until I become me. So these plants who we chew on, we know, we step on, the ants we purposely crush into the ground. They know their purpose. But these big humans that we are, we do not know our purpose. Good morning, Yuko. How are you feeling today? We don't seem to understand that we have a purpose, and our purpose is as important as the purpose of a lettuce seed, which is like a dot from a pen, or from an ant that just does its thing. No matter what is happening, it knows when to hide from the rain because it is so weak. It knows the rain will drag it away. It knows how to make its own molehill, its little hill. But as human, we do not know. We do not choose. We do not take the time to find what is our purpose. No, we don't. We look out the window to see if somebody will guide us to our purpose. We became so dependent on that we have guidance counselors in school. But instead of they guiding you or telling you what your race is good at, why don't they teach us to go inside to find out what it is we came to be in this puzzle, this miracle that's called life? We must acknowledge that we are part of the big puzzle. We are here with a purpose. We must know it, and we have to find it. The thing is, we must find our purpose. What is my purpose, you ask? That's the question we always ask. What is my purpose? If we stop in silence and stillness daily for a few minutes, we will all find out what our purpose is. It's actually doing it. As you know, I have a story. I remembered when Michael was in sports at high school. And this high school sports person just had decided he was going to be this sports person in basketball or whatever it was. But Michael didn't want to do it. And he still blames me because I didn't push him to do it. But that's my reason for not pushing him to do it is because I had observed what happens. And sometimes it doesn't happen, but sometimes it does. So where is your edge? Where is that? So the teacher decided he would call us and ask us to convince Michael to become this amazing athlete. And I could see by his thirst for it that it was, if he could get it through Michael, he would have been able to point and say, this guy there, I stirred him, I stimulated him, I brought him there. So when I realized he wasn't going to let up, I said, I didn't send him to school to become an athlete. I sent him to school to get an education. If he chooses to be an athlete, then I'll support him. But if he's telling me I'm not willing to put that much effort into it, and he informed me that the people he might have to compete with from the United States started, doing the thing from the age of 2 with the ball, the net, whatever. So I stayed quiet, and he chose. Every now and again, he takes a needle and he pushes it in me and said, oh. I said, yeah, I get it. I don't care. The result is you are who you are today. So if I didn't allow him to float in his own boat and find his purpose, I would have taken what the teacher wanted him to be and drag him through it. And I don't know if that was God's plan for him. I believe letting go, letting them choose for themselves, guiding them, listening, and breathing is sometimes very important to do. And the same thing applies to you. When we do not know our purpose, our responsibility is to sit in stillness and silence and even say, what am I supposed to do today? Yesterday, after I did the live and I posted it, I sat down for a second. I said, what am I supposed to do today? What should I do next? Because I always have so much to do. But God had another plan for me, and I had no idea that what my responsibility was for yesterday. But I didn't, all of a sudden, reading, writing, posting, creating, all of these things they weren't in the forefront of my mind. What was there is, what should I do? Anyway, I looked at the time, it was just after 9. I thought, well, you know what? I might as well go upstairs and prepare something for breakfast because I usually eat between 9:30, 10, somewhere around there. So I did that. I sat down and I ate at the table. I had orange juice. I ate. I had breakfast, lunch, brunch. It's a brunch when I do that. So anyway, the moment I was done, I think I just drank some of that orange juice, the phone rang. Now, I never, ever pick up a call, if I do not recognize the number. I just let it go. I figure if it's important, you will leave a message or whatever. But something made me pick up that phone. I answered the phone, and a very quiet voice said, hi, Miss Tess. This is Mavis, Vanessa's mother. Vanessa is the young lady I told you about who died in December at 37 years old, the only child of this lady. No husband, but Vanessa passed away. So then I said, oh, hi, how are you? When I saw her, I had given her my number. And I said, if you need me, call me. So she said I was going to call the university where Vanessa works. She worked at the University of Toronto to ask them the question. And then I saw your number and I said, you know what? Let me call her. So anyway, a long story short, I spoke with her for an hour. 1 hour. And then I told her, just by that time it was 11:15. I said, I have to go, I have something to do, which is true. Before I could put the phone down, another call came in, and it was a young woman I also mentored at the same time when I worked in a non-profit area, and it was Sandy. Sandy called, and I spoke to Sandy, and she brought up Vanessa, and she spoke about herself and all of that. I listened again for another half an hour. I said, Sandy, I have to go. So I left. But at the end of that, I felt like, wow. So that was how my morning was supposed to go. I didn't realize that although I had this plan, it's when I asked the question. I asked, what should I do? Nothing came, so I went to eat. And then what should I do came in my path. That is why sometimes when you do not know what to do, you should always ask the question instead of just doing what is normal and easy or what you always did. It's important to find out what is your purpose. What is your purpose for today? Although I knew I am to feed others what I know. I know that. But I didn't expect I had to go through all of this with this lady, especially the lady. Sandy was just putting her back on track. But that lady was trying to find a track for her. It's devastating. As you always hear people say, hi, Arita, good morning. It's not something parents should do. But she did that with the only child. There's a grandson that's 1 year old that she sees because the father, her daughter's husband, allows him to spend a day at a time with her, no sleepover, although he lived there with his mom. So anyway, the point of it is that knowing your purpose is not something that you will find if you're in a rush. It's not something that you're going to find if you are not taking the time to realize what it is I'm supposed to do today. We are part of the miracle called life. There are times we have to give life to something else. I don't mean a child. I mean to another person. A little bit of hope. A little breeze. All I had said to her when I met her, I said, now and again, I looked at her and I said, now and again, you need to go outside. I said, get out of that house and go for a walk. Go and sit in the park. And now she told me, I do it, but I don't do it every day. And then I said, how you feel? She explained how she feels when she does it. So there were other things she didn't do. I said, you have to take charge of your life. Your daughter is gone. She's not coming back. And you have to continue. You have a grandson. You have to leave a legacy. You have to plan things. So we have to find out when we are lost, what is our way home by finding our purpose. The thing is, if we stop in stillness and silence daily for a few minutes, we will all find out what our purpose is. Without that, we are lost. The miracle of life would be different if we do not know our purpose. We already know what it is. If we weren't here, it would be different. There would be no, think of the things that you have worked on, the people you have guided, the student, the person you know, the person you held across the park. We are here to play our part. And if we do not know what our part is, then we are like a ship without a rudder. That means we'll toss the waves of time, will take us and put us wherever it is. And at the end of that, we will still be wondering, what was I supposed to do? Oh, I lost that thought. I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. We must remember that if we were not here at this time, others would not be here experiencing the miracle. It might not have been that you gave birth, but like when I guided Sandy, and I told her you were worth more than a $2 box of food some little young man would bring to her when she was my assistant, Sandy. You are worth more than $2. And I said, you have to do better than that. You have to, children now, you have to guide them. This $2 lunch is not going to take you where you desire to go. So she reminded me of that yesterday. I had no idea I would have to drive in rush hour traffic both ways from my house and getting lost 5 times before I got accustomed to going to Jane and Finch. But I did, and I didn't realize until the woman spoke to me yesterday and said how many people that told her, call me, because I impacted their life with just a little bit of guidance. So maybe, just maybe, the legacy that Vanessa left behind for her mom and her son to hold on to is important. When I said to her, you must write things down, put it in folders and stuff, she said, no wonder Vanessa was so insistent on keeping things in order. She got that from you. Finding out why our purpose can be elusive, because we are missing everything because we are rushing. It's elusive because every time it comes and it's small and it knocks at the door of our thoughts, we think it's too small or it's too big. I cannot do that. I cannot leave Japan and come to Canada. I cannot do this. I cannot plan my life because I'm in my 20s, not realizing by 37 the life will be gone. You see, all of these small thoughts comes, but we are not in the moment and we lose them, and we cannot afford to keep losing our purpose. Or what part of the puzzle are we? That big miraculous puzzle called life. Where we do fit? Are we the core, or are we one of the what you call it, grounding corners that holds the place together? There are 4 of them. Even in a mall, they tell you the pillar stores are the big stores. They need them because the little ones want to catch whatever the big ones do not take up. We forget very quickly what brings us the joy. And remember, for every time we remember what caused us pain. And that is not finding who we are. The pain was a lesson. The pain was something that hurt. But for some reason, we forget joy. We forget ecstasy, but we feel of the hurt. We remember the hurt, but we forgot the ecstasy. I wonder how we would feel if we remember ecstasy as though it is so short and forgot the hurt that same person put on us. I wonder how we would feel. I wonder. We spend time in pain for a very long time, missing the vibration of what brings us joy. Somehow we can connect with pain forever, and we lose joy so quickly. But the miracle of life is acknowledging the experience of what was uncomfortable, challenging, and basking in what made us smile. Basking in the knowledge that, hey, this person learned to read because I was their teacher. Hey, that person says hello and they remembered me because I impact something good on their life. Instead of keeping it all to yourself, have that gift to share. Hi, Deborah, and not sharing it. Have that gift to say to somebody, you can do it. You've got everything you need in your life. You can step up and you can claim it. You are worthy. You are more than just a penny. Although you might be the penny, but one more penny of confidence will make you bigger. Another one, and eventually you'll have 5 cents worth of confidence. And if that is all you can do as being part of the miracle called life, then you have to do it. Moving from the discomfort of pain to stopping by the entrance to joy is challenging. It is. It has to be deliberate and consistent, determined. Those thoughts that follow must be those that you're saying, I'm doing this. They might be small, insignificant. They might not even be as big as a seed. You can't see them with the naked eye. Is there something else that the naked eye did not see? In my case, 70 something years ago, yeah, the seed that became me. The naked eye could not find me, but because I had a purpose to be born and to be part of the miracle of life, I am here. What about you? Have you ever thought how tiny that sperm was? How many of them that was on the same journey? And somehow, somewhere, you were the only one that made it to where you were able, with no guidance from anyone, to plant yourself in your mother's womb to be here today. And you're wondering why? And wondering, I am not really part of the miracle called life? Yes, you are. You are part of the miracle for life. You have a purpose. And you do not have to always be doing to have a purpose. Sometimes you need to chill. You need to hold back. You need to say no to those that constantly want you to function because they choose not to make arrangements to function better. Hello, Sasha. Welcome from Calgary. So that's what we must remember. That we are part. Hi, Marina. Good morning. How are you feeling today, ladies? Welcome, everybody. And how are you feeling today? We are part of the miracle called life. We have a purpose. We have a function. We are here for it. And even if you're striving and you're pushing forward, and every time you take one step back, you go forward, you take 10 steps backwards, remember you took a step forward. Again, that is looking at the pain and dragging the pain of 20 years ago today. But you got it. You have the talent that you need. You proved it already. That's why you're alive today. You became a human being with no instructions, not from your parents. You found your way amongst tens of thousands of sperms, and you ended up the only one implanted in your parents' womb without directions from anyone or anything, and here you are. And you are letting people tell you you're not good enough, you don't have a purpose, maybe you should stop doing that and do somebody else. Well, I am here to tell you, hold on. Hold on, because what you desire desires you. What you seek is seeking you. If you are constantly saying, I can't find it, you won't find it. What is your purpose? I want to be a superstar. Then be the superstar. Do it. Stand in the mirror and see the superstar coming from you. Everybody has to go through that time of doubt and fear, but we cannot stay there. Again, I always use Michael Jordan as a reference for you guys. In high school, he didn't make the team. He didn't. He didn't have the talent or the height. Did that stop him? No, it didn't. He kept doing it, and the height showed up. And the talent came. And today, I am telling you that you too have Michael Jordan level talent in you. No one from anywhere can tell you you don't. And if they do, it's because they know they don't, and they want you to believe like what they believe. They want to tell you your purpose is not your joy. Your purpose is not what you're feeling. They want you to sit on the stoop with them and stay there until you die. But you cannot do that, because that is not your purpose. That is their purpose. You push forward knowing that, hey, hold on, I can grasp it. Your hand might slip. It's not every day that Michael Jordan took a shot and it was his best shot. But that didn't stop him from showing up next day and practicing and practicing. That didn't, you want to do it, stop him from saying, I didn't make the team. Devastation. Yes. I wonder, was that what propelled him to be consistent? The coach wasn't right. They didn't choose me. Am I going to sit and wallow in that thought, or am I going to prove them wrong? So when somebody comes to you and tell you you're not good enough and you don't know your purpose and I know your purpose, I will guide you to find your purpose, you need to give them a good look and say, no, you cannot feel like I feel. You cannot enjoy like I enjoy. You cannot be me as I can be me. I can be the best version of me. And every time you get an opportunity to bring your purpose out, take it. Do not let anybody tell you, hey, walk away, it's not good enough. He told his niece, do not buy a condo. Save your money to buy a house. When he was living in someone's basement apartment. Is that guidance? Learn to be discerned, to have discernment, and to hear when somebody speaks and it doesn't sound right to you, it is not for you. When you do not feel it, do not do it. You have to feel the joy from it. You need to look back and say, you know what? When I do this, I love how I feel when I do this. Then you know that is part of your miracle. Then you're really a piece of the puzzle of life. The miracle needs different pieces to come together. And every one of us has our part to play. We cannot play small because life is big. The miracle called life is big. You doubt it? Look at, as I said to you yesterday, look at what Mother Nature, God, did on Monday. We froze. Again, there's only twice in my lifetime that the entire world came together. It's during COVID because it knocked us all this down. And then this thing happening, the phenomena in the sky. Everybody from everywhere was involved. So you have to realize, hello, Amma, good afternoon. We are indeed part of the puzzle. We are indeed part of that big miraculous puzzle called life. Nobody knows it better than you. You know who you are, you know why you're here, and you know your purpose. When you let others come and shave some of your purpose, your bright light, or cover it, you're giving up. You're giving them that key. Remember, you didn't have instructions. When you planted yourself in your mother's womb, nobody told you how to get there. You beat all the odds. You left your siblings behind and you stood firm and say, here I am. And today, when you go to say, here I am, somebody wants to say, who are you? I am who I am. That's the answer though. And we are letting others tell us we are not part of the miracle. We are missing something. You're too tall, you're too black, you have an accent, you have big mouth, you have big nose, you have big teeth, something is wrong with you, even your butt is wrong with you. And when we let that pin us down, it takes a long time. And that's why hurt lasts so much longer. And joy is so fleeting because it digs deep inside of us. And we have to learn, like I said before, to go in our thought and pull the joy out and say, I am better than this. I've got this. And we have to be able to realize we are part of the miracle of the puzzle called life. You know, it is so easy to miss the tiny speck when the big pain of yesteryears is not letting go, but doing all it can to keep us in the past. Isn't that funny? It is not easy. But it is so easy to miss the tiny speck, which the big pain of the yesteryears is not letting go, but doing all it can to keep us in the past. The thing is, we hear the things we feel, we heard the things we felt it. The things we saw blind us. And now, just for a moment, we can see today. We can see it's a new day, a new opportunity to jump back into life, into the miracle of life, and find our place in that big puzzle. And when we find our place, make sure we fit ourselves. You know, when you have a piece of puzzle and you're trying to make it fit, that's what we have to do every day. Fit, put ourselves. And when you do not know what to do, ask. What should I do now? The kids ask it. Kylie, when Kylie finishes one task review, she goes, what are we doing now? What are we going to do now? So why are we forgetting all these tiny little things that we've got to help us know what to do next? New and full of joy, this is where we are. If we do not believe it, we will not find it. If we not believe that we do have the serum in us that's called joy, and you only get that serum when you feel, when you acknowledge how you feel. When I say, I love how I feel when I have a shower. And why do you avoid it? Although you love it, and it's a shower. But that is what we are. We have to find out what it is we love and stay in there. Because really and truly, we are part of that miracle called life. We might be one of the cornerstones of them all. Cornerstones, but we're still there. When we start the puzzle, we might decide to put the corners first. Why? We believe from the corner, everything else flows. Or we might say we are the center. And from the center, we go out. Choose who you are. Do not let somebody tell you, I can guide you, when you know for sure they are not able to guide themselves. Why will they waste time on you when you know that if you sit in stillness and silence and you wait and you ask the question and you are patient, that you will find your purpose. And that when you find that purpose or your why, that you never ever stop doing it, because that is what will take you there. Everybody who tells you you'll never be what you desire to be don't know what it is they desire to be. And that is one of the things we have to remember. So, how do you feel today? How do you feel? Answer the question. Are you doing what you desire to be? Are you in the moment? Or are you waiting for somebody to tell you who you are and what you should do? You knew what to do on your first trip and you got there. That's why you're here. So prove that you've got it. You have Michael Jordan level talent. Have a great and wonderful day, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have had each and every one of you here today. Thank you. My heart is full. Great talk. Thank you, Amma. Let me just say hello to everybody. Hi, Stacy, Jewel, Nancy, Amma, Rita, Yuko, Marina, Lisa, Ryan, Sasha, Gavi, Loretta, and Deborah. Guys, I'll look at your questions or your state. I love when I say to myself, who is Stacy Pratt? I was working so much yesterday on the computer, I had to get up and go for a walk. And then I came home and felt more refreshed. You have to get out. You have to move your body. Something in motion stays in motion. We are so grateful to have you here to tell us your stories and acknowledge that you, and Sasha is here. Hey, Sasha. Thank you for your motivation, inspiration. I'm 65 years young, and thankful you for helping me realize my purpose moving forward. I finished my website. Amazing. Thanks, Deborah. Oh, that's nice. You see, that's what it is. We all have something to do. I was too busy doing everything I had to do to keep my family and us together. And it's only after retirement and after my husband passed, I found this new thing, and I'm loving it and I enjoy it. Amma and all this one, I am here in a moment, and I know I'm here with this in this world. You have to. Thank you. I love you. Thanks, everybody. That's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, it's great for you to do that, Deborah. Don't give up. What it is you have in you that when you woke up this morning, you wanted to do. You wanted to dance. I do crazy things. I do unusual things. And most people in my family ignore me. And they go, but I will make choices that pleases me. I will say no when maybe I should say yes, or when everybody expect me to say yes. Like going to Dominica, if you and what you continue to achieve after his passing. Thank you, Amma. Brian is showing you the way. Wow, you spelled his name correctly. That's amazing, Stace. like I was supposed, my sister is moving to the isle, back to Dominica, going to live on the estate with my brother and his wife, and there were 1, 2, 3 brothers there. Not on there, but on the island. So that's 5, and then there's 2 of us in North America. Marina passed away. So anyway, I was all gung-ho to go because my brother Eric and I have been very, very close since he was a little boy. And it's his 70th birthday. And I decided I would go because I have to go for Eric's birthday. He made sure he came from England when I turned 70. So I should go there. And then I started to think. And then I thought, and now I am not going. But I promised him that I'll go to England in August. I'll go to Europe in August, and I don't know how long I'm going to stay. Maybe a month, maybe less, I don't know. But I'm going to Ireland. I need to take Brian's ashes, some of his ashes to Ireland. So I will just do that. And I want to go to other places. But there, I will spend more time with him. Yes, Amma, I know you heard that. He's in London, so in Essex, so I'm sure I'll find you. So that's what I plan to do. But the more I thought about it, the more I didn't want to go to Dominica. Not that Dominica is not lovely. It's absolutely beautiful. I just didn't want to be amongst all of these energies that are ready to, we want this, we want our inheritance, I really was, and I'm part of delivering it. So I decided, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. So I'm not going. So my sister I said to her, I'm not going. She said, I knew you wouldn't come. And I said, well, I'll see you. So now I'm going to have to see her before she leaves to go to Dominica. But what I'm trying to say is that it was very hard to say no. But it was also very necessary to say no. I'm happy now that I settled this. I rather go to England, hang with Eric and his wife and his kids and Amma and all the other friends I have over there. You should in my kitchen, me too. And so that's what I would like you guys to know, is that sometimes you have to say no and something is tugging at you. Say yes. But if it doesn't feel good, if and I just don't want to sit there and have to always have, because if Gavin could tell you, when I don't want to get involved, I would have my glass and I do this. That's all I do. I'm not drinking anything. I just keep the glass to prevent my mouth from speaking or getting involved. And I will be doing that for 2 weeks, and I don't want to see this. So that's why I'm saying no. So you have to learn to do what you feel is good for you. And with that, I have to go. Have a great day, everybody. I said goodbye to everybody, right? Stacy, Nancy, Arita, Yuko, Lisa, Ryan, Mike, Kavi, I will see in London, Loretta, and Deborah. But I will still be doing lives. That's in August anyway. It's going to be, I can disturb Eric's house. And please bring your granddaughter. Ma, that is no, Amma. That is responsibility. I'm not doing that. The only grandchild I would take is Micah, because he's 15. He can carry my suitcase. But Kylie is a Mayborn. She is so full of herself. She is always dressing up. And no, that would be 2 of us competing for my time. So it's not right. August is a great time to go. It is really. But Micah would be the right person to take with me. But maybe his mother wouldn't let him go. But anyway, have a wonderful day and love everybody. See you soon. Tomorrow is another day to do our best. Blessings and have fun. Thank you, but I'll see you guys. I'm not going away tomorrow, guys. Remember that. It was just that I wanted you to say that no, to realize there are times you have to say no. And do not feel guilty, because that's your power. And you don't want to lose it. Have a great day. Love you. Bye-bye.